Hello and welcome to our weekly Unlimited Network Mastermind. Here we are, supporting the embodiment, the awakening, I would say, in the embodiment of the prosperity consciousness that I truly believe we already are, all of us. But some of us, we have the call, the pull, the passion for, embodying, like exploring it and really letting go the old consciousness of scarcity and effort, and I have to make it, and blah, blah, blah. So, welcome again. Today is Saturday, February 4th already of 2017, and here we are every week. We get together for an hour, and little by little, changing our frequency, our consciousness, so we can express our divinity, our magnificence, and inspire our world. That so many people, we want, let's say, a different world, and this, beauty and balance, and stopping, the fights and Well, everything begins inside. And it's really one by one, to engage with actions that come from a frequency of, oneness, inclusiveness, opposite to judgment and fear, So we are very, very lucky, I will say, or blessed, to be in this time of transformation of our entire world and planet. So welcome again. And let's continue with this deep work that we are doing right now, supported by Abraham-Hicks, that many of you already know. And if you are new to this recording, this video, remember that Abraham-Hicks is just a higher consciousness of you, if you are seeing that. I mean, of all of us, higher frequency of truth that we have access to. And, we are studying this book right now, The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent, The Art of Allowing. Oh my gosh, this is the title. I have enough, with the title to integrate that beautiful title. So we are working good, and right now we are several sessions that we are doing here are dedicated to understand deeper, and to enjoy the contrast that we are in this world of duality, like there is black and white. Why is that? So we are really learning how to use that contrast. And today we are going to continue with chapter 26, the ones that have the book. Go to page 105. And I'm going to keep reading. We are practicing this, understanding that we have desires just by experiencing this life. Anything that contracts you, that you don't like, whatever, is already, sending out the signal that you want, the truth of it. That will be, harmony, easiness, love, whatever it is, opposite to the contrast. So many times what Abraham is teaching us here, that we send already the desire, but then we don't know how to align ourselves with that desire that we already sent out. So that's what we are practicing right now, different topics, different aspects of our lives, to see the desire that we want, we call it here the result desire, to see the emotions that you are really vibrating, to detect if they are in alignment with your desire or not, and to manage how to improve that consciously, and they call it, to make the deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between what you already sent out and where you are at today, aware of, okay? So let's go for it and take notes, and just if you see something that can resonate with you, like some beautiful thought or some deep understanding, write it down to integrate it more and to apply it to your life, okay? So we are going to touch these examples today. Chapter 26 is talking about my relationships. So let's see how we play with this. Contrasting adult-child situation. So the story goes this way. And see if you see yourself this, and just surrender. I mean, let's learn. The story goes, I have an adult daughter who is always mad at me. No matter how much time I spend with her, it's never enough. When I am with her, she spends most of our time complaining about how we don't spend enough time together. I'm so busy and I don't have much time to spend with her, but it's really not fun to be with her because of the way she feels. And then continues, says, I feel guilty, I feel angry, I feel disappointed. The result desire naturally, okay, automatically from this experience, it says, I want to enjoy being with my daughter. I want my daughter to feel good about me. I want my daughter to be happy. Situation like this, right? Okay, so what we notice here is that the resulting emotions or indications of vibrational discord are when she noticed, when she noticed that I feel guilty, I feel angry, I feel disappointed. All these are very low frequencies compared to your well-being, okay? And there is a significant vibrational discord between the desire and the beliefs and the way you feel, the way you vibrate, so that cannot come in. So you are in an inner battle, right? How many of us we catch ourselves there? Now, deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire to have a wonderful relationship with my daughter, let's say, right, and my current belief. And here we have examples. It says, our relationship will continually change. Oh, that's an opening instead of being there stuck, in the perception of what is, and you keep crystallizing and all that stuff. Another thought could be, we have had our ups and our downs. She has such a wonderful personality, start to focus on what's good. Remember, that is so simple and is a habit. She has a really nice boyfriend. Anything that is good here, appreciation, gratitude, will change the situation. I am happy that she cares about spending time with me. Gratitude, appreciation. The result is vibrational relativity has improved. So that we are in charge of that, and we can do that, okay? We can notice what it is that I'm feeling, what it is that I'm thinking. Is that in alignment? Yes, no? What can I think, that will be more in alignment with what I already sent out? Another example, contrasting loneliness situation. I don't have many friends, really. I don't even have one really close friend. And it's not much fun going through life alone. I have had friendships in the past, but nothing that really clicked. It seems like people are just looking for what they can get out of me, but then they don't really want to give anything back to me. I feel, this is the art here, okay, to detect how you really feel, okay? But in this situation, she says, I feel discouraged, I feel lonely. The result desire of this experience naturally by itself says, I want a really good friend. I want friendships that are mutually beneficial. Okay, but what we notice here is that the emotions or indications of vibrational discord are potent. I feel discouraged. I feel lonely. There is a significant vibrational discord between my desire and my beliefs. The deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current belief can be, I have always been quite independent. So funny, it's like I so much get, that the alignment with our true nature, is to be appreciative. Something has to be good, in the situation. Another example which says, I don't enjoy the feeling of being needed or of being in need. Now you're clear, I'm not going that path. I do enjoy stimulating conversations. What it is that I like about, I do like funny things, and it's always fine to laugh with others. Result of all this kind of thinking here, vibrational relativity has improved. You are closer, you are more in alignment to what you already want, that is to have friends. Here we go. Contrasting marital situation. I still love my wife, but our relationship is nothing like it used to be. When we were first married, I couldn't wait to see her at the end of the day, and now, to be honest, I sort of dread going home. She complains a lot about so many different things, and I think she blames me for everything that is not going the way she wants it to. I don't want to leave, but it's sure not fun staying either. I feel frustration, I feel blame, I feel irritation. I'm sure you can imagine yourself in these shoes. Resulting desire, just from this experience, okay? I want to look forward to being at home. I want to enjoy being with my wife. I want to be in love again. I want my wife to love me. I want my wife to be happy. That's the desire. But what we notice is that the emotions that this person is embodying, is vibrating, are I feel frustration, I feel blame, and this is a significant vibrational discord between the desire and the beliefs. Now, let's see how we can improve that, deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire to have a wonderful welcome home and be happy and in love again, and my current belief. And ideas that we have here is, I remember meeting my wife for the first time and savor it and feel good about it. 2, my wife has always worked hard at being efficient. An organized household is very important to my wife. You start to appreciate it. My wife has created an efficient and organized home for us. My wife works out of the home, and yet she still maintains our house. Appreciation, gratitude. Can you see the switch? And my wife is a rather amazing person. The result of this kind of thinking and this direction is vibrational relativity has improved. You are closer to what you already desired. That is to have a wonderful, relationship with your wife. Okay, one more example here. Contrasting meddling parent situation. The story goes this way. I haven't lived at home for over 10 years, but my mother still thinks that she needs to tell me what to do. So I avoid her because I don't like being bossed around. And then she gets mad. And that's even worse. But when we are together, she treats me like I don't know how to live my own life. I feel blame. I feel anger. Resulting desire just for having this experience, okay? So that's already in your vibrational being, okay? I want my mother to back off and let me live my own life. I want my mother to be easier to be around. I want my mother to understand that I am on my own and that I can make my own decisions. All right, let's see how we do this. What we notice here is that the emotions or indicators of vibrational discord are, I feel blame, I feel anger. So you have to take care of that, okay, to have the space to let that go, release. Remember the how many masterminds we did with the release book, the release technique, open the window, let that go, and then deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current belief. And ideas that we have here can be, parents are praised for guiding their children. A little compassion, you can understand that she does that because, she loves you. It must be hard to get used to doing something and then stop. Compassion. I know that my mother wants me to have a good life. Appreciation. I can take her suggestions or leave them. That's your power. Sometimes her suggestions are helpful. Okay. My mother's suggestions are certainly well-intentioned. The result of this new approach, this new thinking, is vibrational relativity has improved. So the desire that you have inside about having a better relationship with your mother is more, you open the path to manifest that. You are more in alignment for that. Okay? Wow. Ooh, I'm excited about, because I'm getting it, more and more, that the desires are very natural, it's something that we already send out because we live in this world, of contrast, constant contrast, Now, for me, and I would love to open the microphone here, but for me, the key keep being, especially when I'm trapped and conditioned, to focus on, to notice, like to be loving and compassionate with myself, to notice the vibration, to let it go, to release it, and then to notice, what kind of thinking I can, master, to be more in alignment with what I already target, okay, what I already send out. Beautiful. So before, yes, Armin, go for it.
Yeah, I think the normal way that if we did what they suggest here, to adjust our vibration, our belief, to match our wishes, then everything is very easy. It's just a matter of time, and it will come, and we just stay focused on that. So I want this. My belief system is otherwise, and now I'm working to change that so they will match, and then for sure we will get what we wish. I think so. That's very easy, but I think most people are stuck in another level. They are stuck that I wish this, I don't have it, and it's blame. Then it's somebody else's fault. So there is no the inner work of trying to connect the personal wish and the personal belief system is not there. So for people to realize to begin with that the first step you need to do is, like you said in the beginning, Monica, that uh, this is inner work. But most people think it's outer work. If I can correct the outside, then I will have a different result. Now, being a little smarter, the people who have that, if they start to look at the kind of changes they are trying to create, been ongoing, maybe from topic to topic, but it's really the bottom line, the same thing. Now I'm not happy with this. I'm trying to adjust that over there, and it's maybe I can force a result a little bit for a short time, but then it comes back again, or it shows up in another topic, and it ends up with I'm always struggling with the world around me to try to make it fit into my world, and that it's only temporary results. When we get the click, like, yeah, I've done this so many times, and it just keeps coming back. Maybe I will try another way, and that's when you come into our mastermind and start to work on looking at the inside. Try to get the match on the inside, and you'll find then that the struggle stops. Actually, the path become pretty interesting and enjoyable. You know, I'm changing my belief system to fit what I really want. So, so I'm sensing today that, you know, for us to stop trying to change the outside and get into uh, changing our own context, so we can work on the inside instead, knowing the importance of that. And then Abraham-Hicks is so clear, so easy on how to accomplish what it is that we want. It's very simple. I don't have it. There's some mismatch. The mismatch is not on the outside, it's on the inside. Let's see if I can go and find it. Find it, and you got the results. So that's my first comment here today. Okay. So
Thank you.
that's it.
Thank you, Arne. And I do want to share something that happened to me last week, because I totally understand what you say. And you're not always, like when you are trapped, in a conditioning, and I mean, you are in survival mode, and the first thing, I love what you said, the first thing is to blame outside, because you don't know yet, how to feel what really is going on inside. And I believe that that is the key, sit down, what is really going on? It's like, I don't even know, I'm too busy trying to survive by habit from, I don't know how many lifetimes, even not only this one, let's say. But, last week, for example, I sensed, at one point that I was kind of super irritated, and everything around the money energy, let's say, like I thought I had more money than I had, and then suddenly I received this amount of money, and suddenly it's gone. It's like, oh my gosh, again, here again. And I felt, that kind of irritation. I didn't experience the fear yet. I was not in touch with what was really going inside, okay? But I do was irritated, upset, and I know me, and you know me very well, Arne, when I get bitchy, quotes, something is going on, and I need to stop, really, what happens here. And, I had a moment of super introspection, And gosh, I really touched a space where my deep, where I was wounded. I was so abandoned and alone, and was everything. And that I associated that with my parents. So I could feel the little girl, or the tiny energy. I don't know what was, not the image really clear, but the sensation, you know, like how I, you know, related, I associated money with separation. That was the deepest reason, from my understanding of the other day, you know, that my parents divorced. And gosh, you know, and I work with money now for years, and that's not the first time that I see it, that I see this, you know, association. But the other day was another layer, let's call it, you know, like, shit, you know, this is here again. I mean, it's like, wow. And I could feel it with so much compassion and so much presence. And I stayed there, you know, for a moment. And then I could sense, I could feel, you know, the release. That's what I want to honor, the release book, or the loving presence, you know, is the way I call it in my own coaching, you know, like to have that ability, you know, to open your space for that, to release that. That's going to go home naturally if I stop identify with it and grasping on it, you know, like, oh my God, you know, if I have the courage to feel it. And it's not pleasant in the beginning, but your presence becomes bigger and bigger, so it gets less and less unpleasant. It's nothing to do with pleasure or not pleasure. It has to do with, wow, you know, this is coming out, you know, and this is not in alignment with the truth, and it's okay. So I felt a huge release, like, you know, that night, like 2 hours later, like, wow, you know, I feel completely different. And next day I had another issue with money. And I was telling Anna, you know what I feel, you know, when a fish is ready to die, that start to move the tail, you know, like clack, 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 you know, like trying to survive. I sense that aspect that Monica, you know, associated with pain and money and, you know, the abandonment, separation, blah, 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 you know, was trying to how to say, to clean up, you know, the rest of that energy or something like that, because I had a physical experience where, shit, I didn't have the money that I expected to have. Oh, and I got, you know, again in that aspect, but I could be so aware of that Monica hysterical and afraid and whatever, you know, and again, it passed super beautifully, you know. And of course, I'm thinking, you know, every day, you know, about, you know, abundance and my prosperity thinking. So it's working. But what I'm saying is not because you see it one time, boom, that's fixed. There is nothing to fix here. There is only the process of awakening, the process of really allowing yourself to be the divine flow, the expression of the divine that we are. So don't expect to end. I mean, I don't expect to end it. What I notice myself is that it gets more and more loving, you know, the action of embracing these aspects of myself that, you know, are constricted and fearful and all that stuff. So I wanted to share this personally because, you know, I think we can inspire from our own personal experience, but I also integrate more. And I love to see, you know, that the work it is, I have much more space right now to think, you know, the half glass full, you know, because I have more space. I let it go the pain. I let it go the constriction, you know, the contraction, you know, that I had as consciousness with that understanding. Okay, beautiful. So that's what I wanted to say, and I thank you so much for. I mean, it's a luxury, you know, to have you around, or people like us here, Candace, and all the mastermind here. We are here to support this kind of journey, letting go who we are not, and to really have the courage to embody our true nature. So if you are in love to that, welcome, welcome. And again, if you are listening to this recording and you want to be in the panel, or you want to have connection with us, email Arne, ARNE, at unlimitednetwork.com, and he can send you the special link for you to be here, or you know, any question that you have that we can answer. Okie dokie. So I think that Candace was just saying that her network is not working very well, but let's continue. Is okay, Arne? I continue with chapter 27. Okay.
Yes, and we are broadcasting here from Costa Rica and Mount Shasta, California. So it's pretty nice for people to know where we are.
Oh my gosh. And you know, I was just celebrating before we start the recording, the official recording here with Candace, you know, how, I mean, we are manifesting amazing abundance in our lives, the three of us here for sure, and I do love, and I hope that the ones that you are looking this recording, for me, really today I put a post on Facebook, and it's a lot about perseverance, like perseverance, and keep going and stay surrounded with people, like-minded people that have the same passion like you have, and little by little, I promise. But it's perseverance, it's, clarity, clear intention. Do you want to be the prosperity consciousness that you already are? Then join us little by little, okay? Wonderful. Okay, so I am a millionaire. Yes, I can see, Candace. Beautiful. Okay, chapter 27, page 111. I love numbers. Okay, my work. Let's see stories about work and what can we do about it, just to practice this, like awareness to begin with. You have to be aware of what is your situation, what is the story, and what are you feeling about it. You need to be also conscious of if what you are feeling is in alignment with the new desire that story is already sending out. And then what can you do to improve the situation, okay? So contrasting co-worker situation, and the story goes this way. I share an office with someone whom I can hardly stand to be around, okay? She doesn't have a nice thing to say about much of anything, and she wants to talk all the time. She doesn't enjoy her job, and she treats me like I'm foolish when I want to do mine. I wish she did either quit or get fired. Life is too short to have to spend so much time with someone so unpleasant. Wow, okay. I feel, and here is the key, okay? Remember the emotional guidance. You have to notice, where you are frequency as an energetic being. So in this case, I feel irritation, I feel blame, I feel anger. The resulting desire, natural desire that comes from this experience is I want to work with people who are nice to be around. How simple, no? I want to feel good when I am at work. Great. And you are the creator of your life. So let's see what we can do here. What we become aware is that the resulting emotions or indications of vibrational discord, I feel irritation, I feel blame, I feel anger, that shows up as significant discord. Significant vibrational discord between my desire and my beliefs. So, you are not going to manifest a wonderful work environment if you keep, demonstrating and proving how bad this is and feeling irritated and bad about it, okay? So, deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current belief. An example is, I have learned to really focus when I am at work. Oh, okay. Because I am really focusing, I'm getting a lot of work done. So you be busy with yourself instead of with the other person, I don't know what is really bothering her. Not my business. She does have a nice smile. Something good about the other person, okay? Something good. I'm sure that she did like to feel better at work too. So you can let it go, the focus that you have to, her being the source of your own happiness and on your focus, on your own focus at work, With this kind of, intentions here, the vibrational relativity has improved. So you are much more in alignment with the natural desire that came out from not enjoying this person, to be at peace with it. That's your natural being. That's what you really want inside, Another story is contrasting job situation. I get paid pretty well compared to a lot of other jobs around, but I don't look forward to going to work. I have been doing pretty much the same thing for a long time, and I don't feel stimulated at all. No one seems to notice what I do unless I make a mistake. The day goes by so slowly, and then I have to turn around and do it all again the next day. I feel boredom, I feel pessimism. Resulting desire, this is the beauty and magic of life. Naturally, this situation is already propelling you, okay, or me, or whatever, and says, I want more exciting, stimulating work. That's already a desire coming in. I want to look forward to going to work. And I want to feel eager about my job. Well, what we know is that the resulting emotions or indications of vibrational discord that I'm having at this moment, if I am in this story, okay, is that I feel boredom, I feel pessimism, okay, and this is not in alignment with the new desire. So you have to learn how to release that to begin with, and then deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current belief. And ideas can be, one, when I dig into a task, I can enjoy it. Okay. Some things I enjoy more than others. Start to focus on the appreciation, positive list of your situation. Sometimes I make fun games out of tasks. Be creative. I enjoy improving my method of accomplishing tasks. Another idea will be, I think I will try that regarding more of my tasks. I'm going to watch for more ways I can be of value. I really like to feel like I'm of value. This kind of approach, closer to your desire, vibrational relativity has improved. Okay, another example, contrasting, hey Jeroen, welcome, welcome. Woo! Nice to have you here. Beautiful. So page 113, if you have the book with you, okay, we are just reading here. Contrasting acting career situation. And it says, I have wanted to be an actress ever since I was a little girl. I took some classes and found out that I'm pretty good at it. I get some acting work from time to time, but nothing exciting and nothing that I really want. It's hard. There are so many people applying for the same work that I am that it seems hopeless. Maybe I should just forget about it and go get a real job. I feel disappointed. I feel discouraged. Okay, well, the natural result, the natural desire, okay, that is already set out, from this situation is, I want to get some great acting jobs, okay? I want a job where I will be recognized as a good actress. I want to get some jobs that will lead to more jobs. Great. Now that we know that we have targeted that already, we can detect, okay, resulting emotions or indications of vibrational discord. I feel disappointed, I feel discouraged. This frequency is not in alignment with your new desire or wanting a great acting job. You are not in alignment at all, but that desire is already sent, okay? So your ability here is to see if you can breathe, let go. Remember the release technique, okay? Let go of this vibration. Are you willing to let that go, okay? And then deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current beliefs. I am getting some acting work. Again, appreciation, has a positive aspect of the situation. Focus on something, that uplifts us here. I am gathering experience. I am getting clear about the work I really want. I do get to meet really interesting people. I have come a long way. All this is appreciation. I just love it. It's so simple. I have had some really good auditions. I love the feeling of a really good audition. Let's be there, feeling that, okay? The passion for it. Well, the result is that vibrational relativity has improved. With this attitude, with this effort in quotes of choosing your thinking and your focus and what it is that you are focusing on, let's say, you get more in alignment with what you have asked for already. Beautiful. Another story says this, contrasting abundant situation. My husband and I have both had jobs for years and we saved some money not to live on for a year. We had a really great idea for our own business, and we had a friend who had enough money to help us get started. But now, after 2 years, we are still taking money from our savings to live on, and our savings account is going down fast. I feel worried, I feel discouraged. So notice, with this feeling, there is no way you can change, okay, the situation and manifest something else, okay? So learn how to release that, embrace it, be aware of it, let it go. Can I let that go? Remember? The resulting desire that comes naturally just from this experience, no effort about it, oh? That's natural. I want our business to really get going. I want dollars to flow powerfully into our business to easily support a wonderful lifestyle. So that's already out. Now, the emotions or indicators of vibrational discord are powerful. Feeling worried and feeling discouraged, you are not in alignment with this desire that you already sent out, okay? So what can we do? Deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire, to have this business that really gets going on, to have this wonderful lifestyle, you know. I am glad that we were able to open our business. Appreciation. I am grateful that our friend believed in our vision. Appreciation, right? We are definitely making more money than we did at first. Gratitude. We will figure out more what to do as we go along. So the opposite to be worried here is like, whoa, you know, opening for the future. Our current customers do appreciate us. I sure do appreciate our current customers. The result from this effort, you know, intentional, deliberate effort, is the vibrational relativity has improved. So your desire that already is out there has more space to come in. Wonderful. Woo-hoo. Oh, chapter 28 about money. Okay, let's go for it, right? Let's see, more stories. I think we are really, you know, practicing here. Or for me, it's amazing, you know, to understand that the desires are natural, and that when you're in a situation that you don't enjoy, the desire of the contrast, you know, the contrast makes already that desire, some aspect of yourself is already real. You know, the thing is, can I get out of the way here? You know, Candace, I can see that you open. Yes, go for it.
Yes, I was just thinking about how practice makes perfect, that by putting that habit into practice of thinking of the positive aspects of a situation, it becomes easy and it becomes fast. That so fast that I notice that I hardly notice it. That oh, okay, I've released what I need to, and I've already thought, okay, that person's all right after all. But it was a longer process than that, but it came so fast. And I think that part of it is because we've all done a lot of work to get it that way. But the practice and remembering to apply it, almost it becomes, in NLP we talk about, you know, conscious competence. When you're learning something, you have to think about each step of it, and then you get better at it, and then you kind of almost don't notice it, and then you just do it because it's part of you. And that's called unconscious competence, when you're not even aware that you're doing it. And I just, something, I'm happy about that. It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And another way of saying that could be that people looking for solutions versus complaining. In my the way, that's the way I kind of see it. Well, I'm solution oriented, or I am complaining oriented. My glass is always half empty, or my glass is always half full. And when you go for competence, like you said, or solutions, then it's easy. Okay, how do we fix it? Oh yeah, we got a problem. How do we fix it? No, not like, oh, we got a problem. Who is to blame for this problem? Who created this problem? Who is the one that needs to be crucified about this problem? No solution. So yeah, there is a problem. Okay, what's the solution? We don't need that. There is no benefit in looking who created it or where it comes from. You know, so I think it's saying the same thing like you're saying. I believe you can correct me if I'm not.
I don't know if maybe she lost the connection or something. I see her, the screen is freeze.
No, I'm here.
Go. Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think it's close enough, because one's kind of a scientific way of looking at it, and the other one is just coming from the feeling side, and then it ends up with the same kind of deal. And I think it's great, because we're paying attention to all the levels.
And the deep understanding from my side, you know, is like when you blame other people, you know, and you are in pain. I mean, when you don't even, you know, there are deep layers that suddenly you see yourself on automatic, you know. So it's not intentional. Well, I would like to be very compassionate with our journey, because I mean, personally myself, I'm working a lot, and I keep catching myself, you know, like last week I was sharing just before, you know, like so, like what is going on? It's like so irritated and no idea, you know, like I know it was Monday topic, but I didn't, you know, I could not think differently. I was trapped, right? So to be very compassionate about it and to understand, like, you know, the thing is, I think we are lucky to be in this, you know, mastermind, like-minded people, in the sense of, can you just offer me your compassion and your presence and the trust that I have the ability, you know, to go deeper. Again, you know, you are, from my perspective and my coaching and my experience here, you know, when with my clients and all that stuff, you always go outwards, you know, like trying to fix it outside, you know, whatever. When you don't have enough consciousness or presence, you know, to hold it inside and to go inwards to see what is really going on. You need a little, you know, support to sit down, you know, and check what is going on, because you run like an animal on a cage, you know, like, ah. And that, to me, I see myself doing that, you know, it's like funny. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm working for so many years. But the difference that I see today from the past is like, I love you more, no less. Like the love that I feel for that Monica that it was in the cage, or that was hurt, you know, the little baby that I told you before, you know, whatever. Oh my gosh, you know, like to open myself enough that that aspect can come out, you know. And then I have the space that I can see, oh, you know, what will be better for the situation, you know, instead of beating up the drum of, you know, blaming or complaining. But again, for me to develop, really, I don't think it's to reach a goal. My passion is to develop who I truly am. And who I truly am is love, is compassion, capital letters, is peacefulness. It's not that you need to change, you know, so then I can feel good or whatever. The dance of blame, I blame you, you blame me, blah, blah, blah. Stop it, you know, it's like, okay, just allow to learn how to go inwards when you can. And when you can't, don't blame it. Just, you know, love that aspect that is already trapped, you know, but you can see it more and more. So compassion in this journey for me is the key today, you know, gentle, you know. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. I'm going to keep reading here the money. I would love to touch today the money before we complete the session here, and it's not too long. So that's wonderful. Okay, chapter 28, page 117. My money. Let's see, Monica. Contrasting abundance situation. I never get ahead financially. It seems like unexpected things constantly come up, so I have to spend everything I make, and I have a lot of credit card debt too, so I'm actually spending more than I am making. I try to budget our expenses, but everything just costs so much. My wife works, and that helps, but as our kids get older, things cost more for them. I feel, this is your ability, okay? You're an energetic being, so I feel worried. I feel discouraged. This can be my story, except the kids and the debts, that I'm not in debts. But for sure I'm dancing there, you know. Resulting desire, just from this situation, okay? My being is already targeting, you know, what is the truth here. And it says, I want ample money to do the things I want and need to do. I want to get out of debt. I want to be able to do nice things for my family. That's already out. I already sent that out, okay? I want to have a lot of money to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, with who I want to do it, and how I want to do it. I love the freedom, you know, of financial freedom. Now, what we know here, even though this desire is already targeted out, okay, if I feel worried or discouraged, that is the way I was feeling, you know, like I was telling you like 4 days ago, something, I don't know what happened during last week, okay? If I am feeling that way, for sure I am not in alignment with my heart desires here, you know, to have abundance, okay? So the deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire, that is to have abundance of money, and you know, I want to get out of debt in this case, I want to be able to do nice things for my family, right? This new desire and my current beliefs can be, and we have several examples. We do have a comfortable lifestyle. And I want to stop right here because last week, many of you already know that we moved to our miracle house that is becoming our miracle home. It's getting beautiful. I mean, really homey, really nice, you know. And it's such a leap. I mean, we jump like, you know, from whatever, from a new life, from an old life to the new life, right? And you know, I didn't have any vision the other day for a full day, okay, that I was so activated. And I want to acknowledge that only because, you know, maybe you go through something like that and it's a good sign. It's okay. It's like another layer is coming out. You know, I'm putting so much light and so much love for abundance that the scarcity self, you know, is shaped, you know, and come out probably. I mean, but the thing is to welcome it. But I didn't have even the space to think about appreciating this house. That was so sad. I mean, I was on a night sitting there in pain, you know, like, gosh, shit, what do we have done? And blah, all the half glass empty, you know, like the opposite, you know, of the acknowledgement and celebration. And it was so beautiful. And Arne was on, you know, like, but Monica, but look at this. And it was impossible to convince me mentally, you know, like, stop rationalizing this, you know, I don't get it. I don't have the space to get it. And it's so beautiful. To me, it's like, okay, you know, if that teach me compassion, that is what I am, you know, I appreciate it. But I could, you know, think the same way. I told Arne next day, like, wow, you know, after the process that I had yesterday, now I can see that this is my house and that I love it and I feel grateful and it's good for this and for that and blah, blah, blah. Much more in alignment with the desire that I had, you know, to appreciate my lifestyle and to have the money for this. So, nice example, I think. So we do have a comfortable life, will be a way of thinking, you know, more in alignment to what I already sent out. I can't think of anything that we really need that we don't have. I'm going to take this one. We are living so much better than our parents did when they were our age. It can be true. Our children rarely complain about any short age. Our children are so eager about their lives. It's so rewarding to be a parent of children like this. So I don't have the story of the children here, but you know, what I see, what I notice with this intentional support here is that you appreciate, you know, you have the ability, as soon as you have the space that you're out of pain, okay, you appreciate, you start to really appreciate what is here and educate your mind to do that. Beautiful. Okay, so contrasting defective car situation, and the story goes this way. I have been working and saving since I got out of school, and I managed to save enough money for a big down payment on my car. I found a car that looked really good, and I paid over half down on it, so my payments are low. But I had the car for less than 2 months, and it started breaking down, so I had to borrow money to fix it. Now, the combination of my car payment and the repair cost adds up to more than if I had bought a brand new car. I feel blame, I feel discouraged, I feel anger. Oh, the resulting desire from this experience, okay, naturally, you don't have to do anything for that, is I want a new car, I want to receive fair value for the money I am paying. We notice that the emotions of blame, discourage, and anger are not going to support this new creation for sure. So better if you learn how to let that go, you're aware of, are you willing to let that go? Just check in, you know. No, I want to keep it. I want to keep it 2 or 3 more days, you know. Okay, you're free to do that, you know, but at one point you're going to be ready to let that go, okay? And then you can do the effort, deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current belief. And ideas come like, the repair shop was able to fix my car. Thank you. I see no evidence now that it is not running well. Now. I am glad I was able to find a way to get the money to fix it. So instead of complaining, appreciation. I remember how excited I felt when I first saw this car. Right now, the car is not different from my first sight of it. I do enjoy driving this car. This car was a good choice for me for now. I don't know if you can feel it, you know, but this kind of ideas relaxes, appreciate, you know, oh my gosh, something new can come in here. Beautiful. And one more example, no, we have two more about money here. Contrasting financial security situations. And the story goes this way. My husband and I have both worked our entire lives. We had always been very careful with our money because we knew that at some point we would want to retire. We managed to accumulate a very nice nest egg. Our son, who works at a broker, said we should let him invest it and that we could really increase our savings for our retirement. So we gave him the money to manage, and now it's all gone. Everything that I have worked for our whole lives, I don't see how we will ever be able to retire. How many of you know that this story can be real for so many, right? Let's see what we do with this. What can we do? You know, it's like, because this is devastating, you know, it's like, gosh, I have a friend, a very, very close friend, you know, that all her savings gone. You know, it's like amazing. So, resulting desire from this story, this experience, okay, is that I want to feel financially secure. One second. I feel worried, I feel discouraged, I feel blame, I feel anger, I feel insecurity, I feel fear, okay? Okay, you're aware of that. So the desire is, I want to feel financially secure. I want to be able to retire someday. I want to love and trust my son. Wow, okie dokie. But what we are aware right now is that if I don't change my frequency of feeling worried, discouraged, blame, anger, or insecurity and fear, I'm not going to manifest anything different. It's going to be probably worse and worse, okay, the situation. Fear, 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 fear. So, deliberate effort to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire of being financially secure and my current belief. Can be, our son, who I love dearly, really meant well. We were not planning on retiring immediately anyway. Okay, I do enjoy the stimulation of my job for now, in any case. There are so many wonderful aspects to our lives. Relax, appreciate. Our future planning has served us in other ways too. This vibrational relativity has improved just by focusing on things that you can appreciate, on being open to miracles. I love my new stage, you know, Miracle House, Miracle Life, because Aaron and I mean, we really experience one miracle after another here. It's so amazing. So yes, more open to allow it, you know. Wonderful.
And in the past, we were one of those people who lost everything. Like what, 8 years ago, I think, everything we lost completely, and so did many others. But here we are bouncing back. We have been focusing on the inside and getting gratitude and all that going. So, and it really works. It takes time, maybe not. I don't know. For us, it took a little while, but here we are now. It's much better.
Thank you. And you know how interesting it was for me, because we lost everything the year after. I was not doing a mastermind like with us here publicly or anything like that, but I was doing my own, you know, mastermind thing with my books and all that stuff. 1 year after I claimed I want to be financially free, everything disappeared from my map. Every financial nothing. I mean, you know, houses, the boat, everything, you know. And what I learned from it, and I'm very grateful about it, is to surrender, and a big level of trust, capital letters, showed up, because there's nothing I could do except to enjoy moment by moment, because there was no way I could fix that, you know. So let it go, surrender, and I don't know, I can see, Arne, that our journey came much more closer and beautiful, you know, as a relationship. We had more fun than ever, less need than ever. I mean, big things came from that experience, but doesn't mean that was pleasant when I was there. Now I'm looking back, like always happened, you know, you look back and say, you know, maybe that was in my experience, you know, as a guidance, you know, to wake up, and if you use it, you know, you can appreciate it, you know. So thank you so much, Arne, for that. And we're going to complete with the last story here, debt situation. And the story goes, several credit card companies sent me cards that were already approved for credit. All I had to do was call the number to activate the cards, and they were ready for use. I bought several things that I needed, that I did need it, until I did use all the credit on the first card, and then I started using another card and another card. Now I have so much debt that I can barely pay the minimum payments that are due. I feel worried, I feel blame, I feel discouraged, I feel insecurity, I feel fear. And you have to be willing to let that go, okay? You have to feel it, not deny it, okay? It's okay. Develop your presence, develop the aspect of you that is pure awareness, acceptance, not space. That goes out, okay? Can I let that go? Yes. Then I can change my thinking, okay? So the result desire that is natural here, okay, is I want more money so that I can pay my bills. I want to be out of debt. I want enough money to be able to afford the things I want and need. So this desire is natural. Oh, I just love it. Now, the result emotions or indications of vibrational discord, we notice already, if I feel worried, blame, discouraged, insecure, and fear, I'm not going to allow the desire that I already send out, that is already there, to be ready to be manifested, because I'm busy, okay, like holding, this frequency that has nothing to do with the comfort of not having debt or having all the money that I want. So we can make an effort, deliberate efforts, to improve the vibrational relationship between my new desire and my current belief. And ideas are, it's nice that the credit card companies trusted me. I have always prided myself in keeping my word. Appreciation. I did have a good time purchasing things I needed. Okay. My life is much more comfortable because of those things. So with this kind of thinking that is more appreciation here, the vibrational relativity has improved. All of this, okay, besides the new life, I remember, with the money and the law of attraction that we study, the last book before this one, that we study how powerful it was to write your new story. So I'm sure at one point we will learn that too, but right now, for me, the integration of all these chapters here is to notice that we naturally send out desires, whatever situation you are going on, sending out the desire of fulfillment for sure. And it's up to us to detect if we're in alignment with that. We have something to heal, to awake, okay, to release, so I can be more in alignment with what I am already targeting from my own experience. So life becomes sacred, I love it. Well, with this, we have 2 more minutes. I will love if you can open your microphone and whatever you need to say here to complete, but we are closing up the time together here every Saturday, 10 a.m. And you can come to the panel by writing an email to Arne, A-R-N-E, @unlimitednetwork.com, or you can see directly the recording at unlimitednetwork.com/mastermind. And you have the direct recording right now, we are live, or you can have the recording later also on that page, okay? unlimitednetwork.com/mastermind. Hey, yes, anybody would like to say, Arne? No, I don't know. Oh, yes, Jeroen. Come in. Welcome,
can you hear me, by the way, before I start talking? Not so good? So, I cannot hear you anymore, actually. Oh, you closed your mic?
I'm sorry, Jeroen. I was myself with the microphone off. I can hear you. It's a little electronic there, like this, but I think I can understand you. So go for it.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry, I'm messing up with the microphone. Yeah, so I'm a bit playing around with having different thoughts about like having a sort of a vision of where I want to go in a couple of years from now. And I was really panicked because I didn't have a vision that worked very well for me. And now I found a way to think about solutions, and that sort of comforts me, and that gives me more motivation to do everything else, because if I don't have a vision, then everything else becomes kind of like, why am I doing this? Because there's no point, I'm not going anywhere. But I'm also thinking, is this like making me more fragile? Because now I've got a vision, but if something comes in between and it turns out that it's not possible, then I'm back again in a desperate situation. Or does it make me stronger to actually when I see that my vision is lost, then I can maybe think about something else. I don't know. It's kind of like, am I now too dependent on having solutions, or am I more resilient because I can recognize I need solutions and I can think about them? So it's basically also a question I have, and also a celebration, because I found some solutions that, at least for now, seem to be working.
Good, Jaren. I think I catch it here and there, but I would love if you could fix the speaker for next week, because I want to hear you and I want you to be involved here. You have such a youth and wisdom inside. So maybe we can do a Skype or something and to detect, what can we do with your microphone. But that's beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. So let's close the recording, the official recording. Remember, every Saturday, 10 a.m. New York time, we get here together, little by little, drop by drop. The perseverance is here for us to embody, to express the prosperity consciousness that we already are. Thank you, everyone, and see you next Saturday. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Great to have you here.